I am truly baffled. I am truly lost for words with what I've been witnessing with this Culture Kick scam controversy, as it seems that everyone besides me isn't taking their time to analyze the full situation, look at both perspectives and sides of the story, and not be so quick to falsely accuse someone of being a scammer. I have never seen a situation in the sneaker community like this before, where a sneaker creator is essentially getting cancelled. I don't like using that word, but what other word would fit this situation, where on every single social media platform, Culture Kicks is getting thousands of angry comments calling them scammers. Now, if they were rightfully so scammers, then this cancellation and backlash would be 100% warranted, but it isn't. Actually, this entire situation that is based around Culture Kicks quote-unquote committing this scam is completely false, baseless, confusing, and merely a manipulated situation taken extremely out of context to fit the victim's story. The victim in this situation goes by someone named Chico, where since these videos exploded his page, he has grown well over 20,000 new TikTok followers. But lies presented by Chico in his numerous response videos, text conversations with Culture Kicks, and even a final response to Culture Kicks, it's important if I explain the situation to you how it was unfairly presented to all of us. We see Chico all giddy as he films himself and at the Culture Kicks booth where he's waiting in line as he talks to himself waiting to sell his sneakers. Chico approaches Culture Kicks where he's being filmed by Culture Kicks on their live stream, and also Chico himself is filming as he brought his own cameraman. Chico says he wants to do a gambling game with Culture Kicks, something that Culture Kicks has gotten their social media fame from. They usually do a lot of scripted, but then also some authentic sneaker content and negotiations, all usually featuring some sort of game or gamble where either Culture Kicks or the seller will win or lose some money. At first, they playfully discuss the prices going back and forth, where eventually Culture Kicks offers to do $1,000 and $400. They agree on the deal, but Chico seems hesitant, but overall, yeah, he's hyped to do it. He's so excited. Look at him.
What do you guys think?
Have to go.
I'm gonna take it, bro.
The rock, paper, scissors game commences, where it is best 2 out of 3, where Chico obviously ends up winning. He is excited, still jumping around, having a complete blast. He then shows Culture Kicks the shoes for the first time. They look at them and talk about the potential earnings of the game if they would have won. Then it cuts to Culture Kicks' live stream where they discuss the payment options and ending the live stream. We then cut ahead however many minutes to see Chico and Culture Kicks have two completely different body languages, where from where we last left off, we see Culture Kicks almost dismissive, while Chico is stunned and dazed by what is happening around him. Overall, it's pretty confusing, where the video starts up as who knows how long in between the ending of the Culture Kicks live stream and this part is. But then eventually you have Culture Kicks staff and team come by and has essentially Chico removed from the booth after there was some more mild argument back and forth.
So I just left MBS SneakerCon and I got freaking scammed lah, guys. I still got the shoes with me.
Saying you got scammed, yet still walking away with all of your sneakers doesn't make sense. So that is the full interaction that happened and was presented. If you notice anything weird or some holes missing, well, you'd be correct and you're actually smart. Considering 99.99% of those who watched the video, the over 10 million total views, no one seemed to pick up anything. Now, from this, Chico would go on to post another video further explaining the situation. Now, for the first half of this video, it's what I just explained. But since Culture Kicks ended their live stream, the story is only being told from Chico's perspective on the situation in the second part of the video, obviously as well because he was filming it. It's from his perspective. But here is where the story completely falls apart in my opinion.
He asked for Cash App, Venmo, all these apps that usually Singaporeans don't use. So when I suggested PayPal, he said, okay bro, let's do PayPal. To make things worse, I don't know how to use PayPal.
After offering to use PayPal,
Sure, yeah.
PayPal, alright, how do you bet?
after Culture Kicks gave you all these other different options of payment,
Or Zelle you. You have Zelle, Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App.
and even offered to pay you the next day,
Yeah. I gotta either pay you tomorrow.
Culture Kicks would then end their live stream, seemingly to grab his phone to then pay you like he said, but then you have the gall and manipulation to say this.
I only know how to pay, send money over. I don't know how to accept money from PayPal.
A grown man doesn't know how to accept money on his PayPal and only knows how to send money.
I only know how to pay, send money over.
Now, if I'm crazy, those things play hand in hand. If you can send money, then I assume you know how to accept money.
I don't know how to accept money from PayPal.
What is happening?
I only know how to pay, send money over. I don't know how to accept money from PayPal.
You would think that receiving money on PayPal is pretty straightforward, especially when all Culture Kicks had to do was scan your QR code on your phone, get a username, an email, a phone number, anything to pay you, and you didn't know how to do that? What?
So I was like panicking. At the same time, he was not helping. Like, he was not helping at all.
So, you expect Culture Kicks to help figure out how to use PayPal. You are telling me that not a single person there, your friends, your cameraman, anyone, whatever, no one knows how to use PayPal or help you out here to get you that what the?
And then he delayed, and that's when his videographer came in, his friend came in and threatened me to call the security. Then I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything wrong.
I personally believe that after all of this delaying that you're saying, it was you that was delaying and purposely dicking around, not wanting to actually get paid by Culture Kicks and just wanted to do it for content. Now remember, this was all allegedly happening while Chico's cameraman was still filming and still there, which begs the question, why doesn't Chico release the full unedited interaction where all of us can truthfully and 100% analyze the full situation without any manipulative cuts? Because guys, there's a lot of cuts. Chico already tried to clickbait his first video where he played this clip of Culture Kicks being angry in the first part. Now, if that's the only part where Culture Kicks is angry, then yeah, it's understandable because we can hear him asking and saying something about not getting your QR code. You want to make sure everyone feels sorry for you.
Yeah, but I guess he was a super sore loser, and I would say he's a pussy lah for doing that kind of shitty scam. Like, for someone who has such a high following to be doing that to his followers, and I'm a fan, you know.
Culture Kicks would then go on his live stream to explain this out of the story.
Getting into Singapore, anybody who goes internationally understands that you're only allowed to bring a certain amount of money into a country, right? $10,000 is all you can bring. We finish up. I'm done. I am cash depleted. $10,000 spent, gone. He's not even in line. He just kind of pulled up, talked to our cameraman, and we're like, hey, bro, like, he really wants to come, whatever. Told us a sob story that, you know,
Welcome to Good
it's
Burger,
like 2 hours
home of
away.
the Good Burger. Can I
And
take your order?
I'm like, fine, we'll do the deal. Knowing in the back of my head that, listen, I don't have any cash left. I'm going to have to pay electronically.
Culture Kicks also goes into more detail about the PayPal situation.
Knowing that I do not have any cash left, in the video you can see it too. I say, hey bro, I don't have any cash. Do you have Venmo, Cash App, Zelle? So he doesn't have any of those. Doesn't have a single one. So he says PayPal. I say I do have PayPal. In my head, I know that I have to get my phone. It is the streaming phone. You guys want to take a look again at the video? There's no cap here, right? This is my personal phone. This is Chase Young personal phone. You can see in the video, this phone is being used to stream, especially now that we started going on Twitch. The phone that I'm using to do the deals with, all of that, it's a silver Apple phone, iPhone 15. This right here is a rose gold iPhone 16. It's a different phone. I'm using that phone, the iPhone 16, to do the deal, check market, do calculators, all that stuff. So I know in the back of my head that I have to end the stream to pay this guy. And you can see I get up, maybe from the angle from his video, you can see that. But he definitely did edit the video so that like it's not the entire thing.
And how the issue was getting more heated.
I go to my PayPal account and it says exactly this. I got to scan a QR code to pay this. So he's talking about something with his bank and PayPal and how he's had problems with it. And I'm like, look, bro. And I said this to him. I said, you can either come tomorrow when I have more cash, or we have to go with PayPal. Those are the only options because you told me you had PayPal. I asked to scan his QR code. And then during this whole interaction, right, we're talking back and forth. He's like, you know, just not giving it to me. And I'm realizing at this point, because there's a camera in my face to the side, right? His guy's recording me, so I know I'm getting recorded. It's not like I'm like, end stream. Oh, I'm not getting recorded right here to the right of me. This is when I start getting frustrated because I still see that camera on me. So I'm like, guy does not want to figure this out. He does not want to figure this out because I legitimately am asking him for his PayPal. And he has a camera on me. He's trying to get a viral moment. He came there. If you see the video, he talks about it. But now when I'm asking you, bro, for your PayPal information to pay you, and you're not giving me a legitimate answer, and then I get frustrated, right? Because I see that what's going on here. You're trying to expose or whatever. Now my partner Alex comes in. He's like, what's going on? I give him the situation. Okay. If you cannot give me the PayPal information, I am sorry, but there's no way to pay you here. Okay.
But honestly, if I was Culture Kicks and I had some dumb fuck stand there saying, yeah, we can use PayPal, but then not even know how to use PayPal, I would get pissed too. But hey, that's just me. Hey, that's just me.
And then he delayed, and that's when his videographer came in, his friend came in and threatened me to call the security. Then I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything wrong. We clearly agreed on the deal. So we go back and forth, and they clearly didn't want to accept the shoes, and they want to back out from the deal. The guy, his friend, took my boxes of shoes and just passed it to me and asked me to leave.
And you're trying to say that Culture Kicks was just refusing to pay you? That's why they backed out of the deal? Oh, they refused to pay me and they weren't helping me. It's ridiculous. Also, the fact that Chico still had his sneakers, so even in like the basic sense, like even if you don't agree with me with the PayPal situation, the dude never got fucking scammed. If the deal naturally falls apart due to the seller's incompetence or whatever reasoning, how can you blame the buyer despite shaking hands on a fun little gamble deal? You were the one who offered PayPal. You still had your sneakers. Like, oh my God, no one understands this. Culture Kicks does these gamble games all the time where they knowingly accept a deal like they did here with Chico, where they don't know what sneakers they had, yet they end up agreeing on a price. That's already putting Culture Kicks at a disadvantage going into any sneaker deal they do when they do this. So why would they refuse to pay Chico and be sore losers when if you take a look at their channel, they lose worse deals than this case all the time? So it doesn't make any sense. Now, what he was also posting was these text conversations where it showed Culture Kicks explaining his side of the story more and even offering still to pay Chico. Real bad scammers if they're still offering to pay you multiple days later. Chico would then respond, denying the money and morally grandstanding, all while there is this depressing music in the background. Like, wow, this is really fitting your narrative, right? Oh, poor you. Chico would then put out another long-winded response to Culture Kicks' response, just blatantly calling them liars, but really adding nothing because he's the one lying.
Chase, if you're watching this, stop treating your friends like shit.
This guy is just like so fucking cringe. Like, you don't look menacing. Like, you're literally sitting on a bunk bed, dude.
Alright guys, it has been exactly a week since the incident happened. I would like to share my final thoughts. And this will be the final time I'm addressing this whole situation.
Surprise, surprise. This isn't the last time he mentions Culture Kicks. He explains why he denied the money because, oh, it's too late. And now the reason why Culture Kicks wants to pay up is to shut Chico up so they could protect their business.
Talking about the video response by Culture Kicks, it was definitely full of lies. He claimed that he tried to pay me during the event. But that's not true.
It is true. He did try to pay you.
You can either come tomorrow when I have more cash, or we have to go with PayPal. Those are the only options because you told me you had PayPal.
If you're gonna say he didn't try and pay you because you lied about not knowing how to use PayPal, that really isn't his fault. Especially if he was giving you the benefit of the doubt, standing there waiting for you to dick around, all while he had a camera in his face filming him. So what was he even trying to hide if he knew he was being recorded anyways?
I was struggling with my PayPal and he didn't seem to help me. And he even called his team to kick me out of the event.
So you were just struggling with your PayPal and once again, he just kicked you out like, oh, immediately when the live stream ended, oh, he just immediately was a different person and kicked you out. That's the story you're trying to run with here.
PayPal?
Sure, yeah.
PayPal, alright. How do you event?
I gotta end the stream, then do it.
Download back.
End the stream.
It honestly sounds here that you don't even have the fucking app downloaded. I am even questioning if you even had a PayPal account to start with in the first place.
I was struggling with my PayPal and he didn't seem to help me.
Does no one else see how crazy and how much of a fluke this ordeal really is?
Honestly, I'm done with this whole situation. I'm gonna do my thing from now.
Guess what next video he posted just 2 days later? Whew, what type of sexual, erotic, weird, like, what? Yeah, this is your revenge arc? Your revenge arc was, oh, this guy's such a fucking clown ball.